everybody. Welcome to the program, the Blue Ocean Zone. Situated here, just putting on my Martian helmet. It's that kind of day. Hope you're all doing great. Gonna vibe with some Mario soon, and I'm sorry if you can hear the echoing voiceover. I will stop echo right now. Perfect. Okay. Hey everybody, it's me. And here comes my Switch. How's everyone doing? It's Alex. Hope you're all having a nice start to your week. Here we are in the city, baby. New Donk City. Like we never left. Hello, Gordon Freeman. I could use an outfit change, huh? Because Mario is wicked hot. Look at him. And I included that pose in the Sopranos video. Watch, he's gonna do it. And he kind of like, I'm hot. He did that at the Cold Sand World. Yeah, Bamquazam wonders, is this VR headset? Yes. It's transmitting the game into my brain, so it feels like I'm in it, in immersive VR. I'm just kidding. No, this is my massage helmet for relief from tinnitus/headaches, sadly. Gotta truck through, though. Enjoy the Donk City. That's all you can do in this life. Despite the tinnitus and the hyperacusis and the daily culture wars and the inauguration ceremony. Hey, it's one of those streetlights, Streets of Rage. This is funny. It says cranky, AV for Avenue, but you look at it quickly and you could almost just as much think cranky AF. Hey, how's it going, Jack Griffith? Now, Gordon says, is anyone experiencing mic pop? Does my microphone sound strange? I guess is the question to anybody else. Hello, Jack Griffith. I wonder how the microphone sounds to you compared to a regular day here at the Zone. Yeah, Bamzam needs migraine relief after work. I hear that. I believe that the last time I played this, did I get 3 or 4 of the musicians? I think we can go in and look whenever, right? Alright, Jack thinks it sounds normal. Yeah, so who do I need? Singer? She gonna give me a hint? One more musician. Any instrument, you just gotta find them. If this game had true, Conker's Bad Fur depth, then there'd be multiple combinations of musicians so that you'd have, a saxophone or a cuica, xylophone, kazoo, and it would give you different versions of. So I guess, unless I take 45 minutes to find this last musician, we're going to get to see the big important song. The song that started it all. And by it all, I mean Switch 1 hype. But this is pretty much an homage to the Switch 1 reveal trailer. Didn't they have people, sharing a coffee on a table on a rooftop, and then they started playing in something on the Switch in tabletop mode? I don't know if it was Mario Party 7 or something. Now there's that building way over there. Is there a musician? I don't think so. The game want me to climb? Hey, how's it going, Ghost of Herb? Alright, JJ's here in the mic too. So let me maybe, unplug it and plug it back in for success. Okay, yeah, JJ says there's one. Alright, I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna be silent for a moment. Prepare yourselves mentally. Alright, how's she sound? Let me know if you hear it in the next minute, and if you do, then I will mess around with the other wires. Alright, Ghost of Burbs lurking on this weird day, and don't know what a weird day is like. But I hope you feel less weird soon. I'm certainly looking to feel less weird soon. Okay, still having mic pop issues. Let's try a couple things. Alright, I got my fingers crossed. Hoping I'm sounding good. Fingers crossed. This is Alex Yard talking on mic as a test to see how it's going. Hopefully I sound all nice now. Alright, so far so good, says Capital G Gordon. I'm going with that. Yeah, so New Donk City, guys. It's the whole reason for the Switch. It brought back Doc Future out of pseudo-retirement to analyze how does New Donk City fit in to the overall Mario canon when you think about how, you know, Mario 2 is a dream, Mario 3 is a play, Princess Peach's Showtime is all just a play, you know, a theater production. Alright, JJ also says the issue is stopped now, so yeah, hopefully it was the, was it XLR cable that is plugged into the interface. Now here's the Three Stooges scaffolding for that episode where they're way high up on the scaffolding and like slipping on oil, almost tripping and falling to their doom. Good times with the Three Stooges. Did you guys see the Three Stooges movie that came out like within the past 10 years? It was pretty good. And it did have the Jersey Shore flavor of the month characters. You know, it wasn't even a bad part of the movie, but it kind of dates it to, I guess, the mid-2010s. Look at this very basic Mario Sunshine mechanic. It's just a time. In fact, they even had... Oh! Is this what I think it is? Look at all the colorful notes coming out of his soul. Oh, and now Mario's rocking along to it? Eat your heart out, Wonder. This game has better detailed animations. Groovy Hat Man? I'm not even wearing a hat. Evlo says, colorful notes coming out as he does music. Amazing reference to Fortnite Miku. Is that Hatsune Miku? The darling of many a Sonic Roboblast 2 kart racers? Aw, nice. King K would be thrilled about how this anti-immersively warps you back to the performance hall the instant you find the fourth... Oh, okay. I need power supply underground to start the show. We're gonna see the song today. Hey, how's it going, Otto? Yeah. Otto, yeah, wonders, am I winning? Well, look at this, darling. Pauline, and you tell me who's the victor. I just need this electric, and we're gonna be rocking out, Otto, yeah. Yeah, Evlo says, Mario, please solve all the problems with the infrastructure of the city I run. That's your responsibility. Oh, visiting mustachioed portly plumber. Oh, I gotta get it with my cap to open it. Auto, yeah, has a hearty yellow to everyone. Ah, this is such a good mechanic. Metal Gear Solid needs more of this. That's what it's lacking. Metal Gear Solid Delta, coming soon to the Nintendo Switch 2. They better announce it on April 2. Is it April 2? Now, am I supposed to observe what's going... Wow, there's a guy in there. In the Banjo-Kazooie engine room. A human man. Yeah, Auto, yeah, says, best capture in the game by far. Yeah, Eblo certifies that there's no cap. What did the dialogue just acknowledge a cap? Eblo says, who voted for Pauline? Look at the state of our city. Yeah, so the awkward thing about that is that Mayor Pauline wasn't elected. She was specially appointed when there was a casual vacancy at the mayor's office. Yeah. Auto Yeah says Switch 2, kind of a lame name. Auto Yeah prefers the fan-made one, Switch Up. And which fan made that name? Me. I will always take credit for Switch Up, and I don't care how similar it is to, you know, Wii U and having a U and all. Can that reach me? Do I have to make a big leap here? I only have one health hit point, man. And these coins don't help with anything. Those things go fast for a children's game. I don't want to die. Got this dangerous goop. What the... Oh, I can clear the gunk as a throwback to Mario Sunshine. That's cool. Does it want me to do a long jump here? Wait, purple coins. I can't say no to that. Cappy was pissed about being inside its mouth. Yeah, Evlo says, Nintendo changed the name to spite Alex for leaking it. Dude, Nintendo these days is so reactive. Nate the Hate opens his mouth. They quickly hire a consulting firm to put together that animation. Dude, the music playing during the Switch 2 reveal was so bad. It sounded like that episode of South Park where the younger generation listens to new music and it just sounds really bad to adults. That sound you hear. Where is the hedgehog supposed to even... I can't do a long jump on this, can I? That looks like it would mean sure destruction. But there's, like, nowhere else to go. Is this supposed to spin? Can I make this spin with my hat? Ask and I shall do. So is there one of these up there that I was looking right at? Okay, the whole thing moves. Nice. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. My hat can do wonders. Maybe that'll be theme of another... Oh. Insult to injury, the boring purple goop that's insta-kill in lots of Mario games, never explained. No lore, no prequel comic to explain what the deal is with the pink goop. Purple goop? And then can I stop this thing too? Probably not, right? Evlo confirms that a circuit breaker is fixed by throwing your hat at it. Just like in Canada. Yeah, and Otto Yes says, oh, you created that one? What a small world we live in. The truth is, I did come up with it myself. It's possible that someone else in the world did independently of me. Kind of like how eyeballs have evolved 5 different times independently in, different species. It's meant to be. It's natural. That any organism species sticks around for long enough, they're probably gonna evolve eyes. And so the idea that I came up with switch up, there could be... Because I heard someone say it in a blog post. Not a blog post, a video blog. How am I supposed to... It's hot. JJ says, blind cave-dwelling animals. Yeah. If they're blind and in a cave where the lights are out, they're not going to be able to throw a hat at the circuit breaker. Circuit breakers were always kind of epic. Because it's like, if the power went out, now your house is dark, and in order to get back on your main quest, you have to venture downstairs in the pitch darkness to open the mysterious cabinet of all these buttons that have wide-ranging implications throughout your house. Oh god. Can I control he? Alright, can't control him. Can kill him. Oh, it's those hosts from Dark Souls that the people are happy about. Alright, so how could this be done? Am I supposed to get up on top of it, man? This is like not for kids. I like all this graffiti. It's so like detailed and realistic and glorifying vandalism. Oh, this will slow down eventually? Maybe I am supposed to get on top. No, that seems like a bridge too far. But it's the only way. Unless I just have to walk up on top, like you can do... in Mario Sunshine, let's see if I can sunshine it. Ready? Yeah, you can. Okay, but now I know what to do. In Mario Sunshine, you'd be surprised, in those secret levels where you lose your FLUDD and just have to do pure platforming with no hover, you seriously stick to surfaces in a way that you don't in 64. You'll start sliding down a slope. But in Sunshine, you're like a magnet to the ground in those levels. And that seems to be somewhat the case here in this gimmick level in the sewers to unlock... Why won't my hat come back? Thank you. Is this going faster than before, or is it just in my head? Oh, and you can get it to spin a different way, huh? Here's the Dark Souls hosts. Alright, I got away from them. Dude! I'm so determined. I fell. Did I lose more than 10 coins just now? Do you have like a scaling penalty? You lose more and more coins if you die in the same room? It's probably not, but it's what it feels like at the moment. Look at the circuitry on the sides of these green platforms. The circuits in Shadow 05 are way better, like in the internet levels. Mad Matrix. Cyberspace. I love that. Cyberspace and Sonic Frontiers. Always 2 words. Always. Both capital. I'll get this heart, but what good is it if I insta-fall? Oh, look at the rats, just like New York City. It's insulting to NYC. Pizza Rat. I feel like even UK folks know about Pizza Rat. Alright, and why can't I... Oh my god. I guess you need a running start to do the long jump. She's just down here? This is awkward. Power plant. Sonic Heroes shout out. So I have to teach these guys a lesson. Dude, this is Princess Peach Showtime gameplay. You just throw the hat and jump on them? Just like every other enemy? Well, I mean, yeah. Well, in stores now. Alright, JJ doesn't know about Pizza Rat. Pizza Rat was a viral video that just... Ah, look at the bad frame rate of that guy. Does it get better if I get close? Watch. Yeah, that's pretty dreadful. Only on Switch. Pizza Rat was a viral video that just kind of shows how bad New York City has gotten. Infested with garbage and food trash on the ground and rats everywhere. So it was just a rat that found a full slice of pizza and was kind of pulling it down the stairs to go eat it somewhere, I guess. And it became a viral sensation about, oh, New York, yucky. Oh, look at those moons. Oh, are those moons... Yeah, are those ones I've yet to collect? What's the source of those moons? Did Luigi collect those? And then we just warp up here. What would King K say? Is it time for the ultimate song, you guys? I'm so happy. Oh, you can decline the song? Traditional? Whose tradition? Feudal Japan? Got the nice Pauline posters, iconic. There's a girl. Uh-oh, she's doing random syllables. This gives you the chills. At least it did for me then and now. Because you hear the song in the trailer, and then now to go into this new donk mode where you're doing platforming during the song. This was an important event in gaming history. You can see the retro Donkey Kong way in the background. You can't use the D-pad to do this 2D gameplay. This is Nintendo giving themselves a nice pat on the back. I guess they earned it, but... Bambuzam wonders if this is a reference to Jessica Rabbit or Betty Boo? Who's that? Pauline the Hedgehog? This is such a good song, dude. JJ says this is the closest Mario has gotten to Sonic Cool. And even then, he's still not even that close. Those great chords. Doing those syncopated chords, they do something like that in Sonic Advance. Like the title screen song. It's so good. See, Odyssey. Doodle-da-da. Oh, is that where that jingle comes from? Doodle-da-da. True romance. Yep, it's freedom like you never knew. This is nuts. Someone was proud to make this, and they should be. The girl in red hair. That would, of course, be Pauline. The dude that Jumpman had to rescue in the first ever game that Mario Jumpman was in, which was, of course, called Donkey Kong. You can see Donkey Kong up there. DK. Grant Kirk Hope. DK. No credit in the movie. Leader of the bunch. I never really bought Grant Kirkhope's, response to the backlash on the DK rap. Which was to say, oh, the DK rap was, it was just a joke. It's like, alright, and? It sucks. Look, it doubles back on itself and becomes essential cinematic gaming history, but it's like the most whitest, cringy style of rap you could concoct. And it was like Donkey Kong 64. I always had this weird inkling feeling I couldn't get rid of, that they just weren't taken seriously. It's got the crazy rap at the beginning, and then the final boss is like this joke of it's kind of hard, but it's a silly scenario where you're in like a boxing ring, fighting like boxing, and you got boxing gloves. You gotta enter the boss's toe. Can I crowd surf? In a way, you can. Wow. They let you do it. Oh, I could have accidentally fallen off, huh? Or is there a courtesy invisible wall? I won't test it. How could I test it? This is a wacky world. January 20, 2025. A moment in time. Really? You're nice enough to give me a triple banana for the 4 musicians and underground power that I restored? Whatever. We did it. And Mario had the custom outfit. Hey, what's up, the 14th letter? You watched the 25% video. It's my most viewed video ever, in terms of total views and daily views, and I thank you for watching it. Hey, what's up, Shadow Ops? We also got Vector. We got Ghost of Burb celebrating hot tea as the giver of life while returning to lurk mode. Yeah, how's it going? Shadow Ops. We got this Roomba, which probably inspired the Hat in Time Roomba. Although, didn't it come out the same year? Shadow Ops says Toadstool had red hair, then blonde. Pauline had brunette. Daisy has red hair. Is there, like, symbolism in that, or, like... Now, I need, what, 4 more moons, man? Let me just feed the Odyssey just because I can. Not quite enough moons. So let's explore the Donk. Let's explore Badonkadonk City. Sorry, I believe it's pronounced New Donk City. New Donk City. Oh, check it out, Ghost of Burb. No need to break out of lurk mode, but while lurking, look who it is. 100 jumps. Did I do 200 last time? I'm just kidding. This guy doesn't have 200 frames per second. Alright, let's organically explore. I'm not gonna throw my hat at any taxis, man. It's a whole thing. What's this scarecrow, man? This is a timed bit. Alright, so just like every Mario game? Okay. 14th letter says I should find the letters and possess them. There's letters to get. Do they spell donk? Or maybe Kong? I probably went here already. This seems familiar, this area. And that flag is red. Does that definitely mean I've been there, man? I can't resist investigating. Yeah. This is suspicious. You know, like suspicious items in Sonic Frontiers. Oh, okay. They spell Mario, and they're in the park. To the park. Whoa, what? Whoa. Turn on my heater, man. Someone studied some Broadway tunes. And then that little crevice looks familiar. I think I've been down here. Yeah. But yeah, awesome 14th letter. I'm so glad you enjoyed the video. And the sequel is coming this year. Absolutely. It's all written. I just gotta catch up with the next music theory video, and then I'll be able to play. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing the conversation started in the seminal controversy-laden video. They have only experienced 25% of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Nice. Gordon got Undertale for $249. What is that, a 75% off sale? Bro, when you think about how many runs of that game you can get in for $2.50, that's exceptional value. Rolling back prices all over the place. Thank you for the luck, Dorito, 14th letter. I got a trash moon. You just stomped the trash to win. Yeah, and JJ says, Colors is a good Sonic game to prove that playing for score is indeed part of the Sonic canon. Indeed it is. And I honestly think that Sonic Colors was the first 3D game that I ever truly sat down to play for points and ranks. And when I did, it was an eye-opening revelation because, you know, it might not be perfect to call it, like, puzzle elements. I feel like if I use the word puzzle, people can get the wrong idea, but I just mean it as you're solving the puzzle of the level where you're given all these areas with different collectibles that have point values, and it's really, you have to solve the puzzle of figuring out the most efficient route. And that was pretty eye-opening, and that was back in, you know, early 2010s that I played it, but it wasn't for like another 10 years that I started doing the same in like Sonic 3. Because Sonic 3 doesn't have a ranking system. You gotta kind of structure it yourself. I say that, it just means try to get a new best score or whatever. 10 coins? Why not? Is this just pure slot machine? Are they gonna get faster? I almost missed it. 14th letter says, best Sonic game of all time, Sonic 3. I would say Sonic CD. And then Shadow Generations. I'm just kidding, but you never know. And yeah, Shadow Ops comments on society, and I can't control society. But Shadow Ops also says it would have been funny if the moon text showed you that I got a trash moon. That's a good idea for a mod, though. Wow, 14th Letter used to have Sonic 3 on your Amazon Fire? So, did you find a way, to hack into the this is an Xbox philosophy where now your Amazon Fire Stick can run Sonic 3? Ah, Sonic CD it was. Why, can your Amazon Fire play Steam games or something? Or was it a courtesy decomp? Okay, so I gotta get the inspector outfit. Oh, okay, an Amazon Fire tablet. Oh, okay, so it's a tablet, so it can run... Was Sonic CD available on the Apple Store in the past? Before Sonic Origins, maybe? Shadow Ops says, high score was ranking in Sonic 3. You believe you get an extra life and sometimes a continue. Yeah, what is it? We pass... Is it 500,000? You gotta continue, maybe? That happy moment where you hear the jingle. Does anyone know where the shop is? To change outfits? Because I want to play as an inspector. Wow, 14th Letter says it was on the Amazon store for free. I remember Sonic Mania was free at on PlayStation at some point. Now, can I, do I possess the man to control the car? Yeah! Is this legal? Oh, this is cool. It's like tank controls. I love tank controls. Oh, I love tank controls. I'm so good at Mario Party minigames that have tank controls. There's at least one Mario Party game where, as I struggle to get into this thing, it's like a bobsled race, but you're just going on a loop, and it's a 5-lap circular loop. And I do well in those. JJ says, don't think about it, Wanda. Just control his free will. Is that a reference to WandaVision? Available now on Disney+. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of other Wandas I know. Wanda Sykes, Wanda... I don't know. 14th Letter says, if it's not a law, it's not illegal. Pretty sure throwing a hat on a man possessing him isn't in the laws. It could be in New Donk City. They have an alternate timeline. Alright, it was WandaVision, confirms JJ. WandaVision is underrated. So can I get an inspector outfit? Inspecting. Do I have enough coins? I sure do. I love the music. Shadow Ops says zoomies. That's what happens when cats run around at night, right? Or is that just one of those made-up things like the zoomies or the twisties? Oh, Simone Biles got the twisties. She's tapping out. I'm gonna take this off. Change now. Inspector is on the scene. So let's go inspect. Wow, I like the Shameless America branding. You can't see it now, but it had the American flag design. And that could be disrespectful at times. If you like, I don't know, it depends on the setting, but some people might consider just wearing a shirt or outfit that's all just the flag to be bad. Uh-oh, 14th Letter had issues trying Shadow Generations. Computer couldn't handle it. you say? My computer crashed that one time playing, what is it? Sonic Frontiers, but I think it's because I had the OBS preview panel on and it was having to draw everything again and it just crashed. I think my whole computer just went and then it just shut. It's that moment where you're like, oh, the fan's kicking in. Is that the computer? Is something and it's gone. Gordon wonders if the underlying issue was the driver. Did I go in here? What the... Is this that scene from The Matrix with the woman in the red dress? This is all about The Matrix, the woman in the red dress. Okay, they want you to bounce. This is so funny. One time I saw this viral video where it was on a college campus and these people were at, like, you know, a driving intersection on campus and... I'll try possessing people. Can I do that? These people are... The cars have come to a stop and they're letting people walk across the crosswalk. Alright, I can't possess them. And people just keep coming and coming and coming, and the line of people never ends. And it's because it was a college campus where you cross the street, go into a building that has an underground tunnel, so you can go under the road, come back out, and then just keep... So it was a never-ending procession of pedestrians as a viral prank. And you know what song it was set to? I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. EB saw that video too. What's up, EB? This is where he does all his training. Training for what? That sounds suspicious. EB's in the house. Do I have to hat onto this, or is it just basic mechanics? This is intuitive. Wow. Sonic Rings and Mario, the 14th letter has spotted. Alright, I'm gonna swing the other way. Alright, after this next moon, we'll get going with Sonic Galactica. And yeah, this will be all the moons necessary to advance from New Donk City. This is some perilous piping platforming. Shout out to the third Bruno. Lost some footage from Perilous Pipes. Haha, no fall damage. What an athlete. You're damn right. 14th letter. Never heard of Sonic Galactic. You're interested? Yeah. So it's a recently released update of a fan game. And it's got playable Fang, and then a new character called Tunnel the Mole, which I think that's such a great and awesome character name. Especially since Mario Wonder was rumored to have, you know, a cut content mole suit. But I think that was proven to be just an internet hoax. But I believe the mythical myth that Mole Mario was real. And get the Olimar spaceship. 14th letter wonders if it's on Game Jolt. I forget if it's Game Jolt or Game Banana or... Yeah, but it's easy enough to find in a Google search, I would think. Oh, Oh, I'm here again? Okay, what the hell? Boingy, boingy. Oh, is this... Okay, we're just going back to city. Alright, so this was the inspector guy, but we'll save this for next time. Although I guess we're leaving New Donk City, so no inspections ever. Now, we'll come back if you really want to. Relax. Yeah, 14th letter. Not sure what you found. And the asterisk. Did it block a link? Yeah. We don't have links during chat. However, when you see my Sonic Galactic, you'll know it's the right one. They have like a really deluxe website. It's a pretty good website. Spotlighting the features, all the characters. But alright. I'm gonna send you guys to the waiting zone for like 2 minutes. While I plug in a wire or two. Oh yeah, the possessible letters. So I have 2 missions to get back to. If we return... Look, New Donk is popular. We'll come back. Don't worry. No, not action guide. I wanted to save. It's freedom like you never knew. Oh, wow. I get a moon and you don't boot me back to the castle. That you're calling that freedom? You're calling a wacky colored rainbow overlay? Wonderful. Wow. Oh. Goodbye, Charles. All right. Vibe with the waiting zone, and pretty soon I'll be playing as Fang, the sniper neck, the weasel. Yeah, baby. Island Mystery, that's technically what it's called. It is mysterious. You just land on this pinball table and the on-screen prompt appears. A familiar-looking place. Clear the game to see what happens. Legend. Absolutely legendary. fan games. Fourteenth Letter has plans to play Sonic Galactica after the stream. It's gonna be fire. Fire and flames. Activating the switch here. Dim Rupees is vibing with that there Chow Garden music. Hell yeah. Honestly, it is my my favorite moment of the symphony show. And it is pre-recorded. It was what was in the intermission, but I honestly think that I just get the impression that they, because it wasn't a live performance of that Chow Garden arrangement, they did it right. It sounds so like I liked the Sonic Symphony, but some of the performers are just like not in time, a little out of key. It felt like, but not in that there Chow Garden thing. Absolutely amazing. Now, where's my Galactica window? Right. Nice. Vector wasn't expecting this song, because it's usually played at the beginning of HUD's 601 streams and intermissions. Yeah, it's funny. It seems like, law of entropy. It's just a natural pick. Because, remember that song from Mario Artist 64 Double D? Look at cutesy tails. Apparently Cybershell used that same song as an intermission warm-up area. What do I need to do? Just update the stream category. Like so. Sonic Galactic. 278 followers. I anticipate that about 100 will attend. Nice. EB got live Chow performances at your in-person show. 14th Letter wonders if this game has the Sonic 3D Insta-Shield. I don't think so, but let's find out for sure. Dude, this music, this menu, dog, is so good. Dude, and it has like the T. Lopes trumpet, kind of. Eblo wishes that more games had that. Their Insta-Shield drop dash is nice, but Eblo likes the skill required to effectively use the Insta-Shield. Yeah, I do. I always have. I guess I... Oh, no. What have I done? This is no good. I got to play as the other Char. Game has no audio. Interesting. I wonder why. Maybe because I think I know why. There we go. Thank you, Dim Rupees. Well, that means you couldn't hear the menu music, but you're going to hear it right now as I go back to the menu. Eblo is listening to the music by reading lips. So I'm going to start with Fang because he's an established character. So this is it just going to be the same cutscene, or is it going to branch off and follow Fang? Giving you like the alternate perspective. Nice. 14th Letter is practicing Sonic 3 to get good at the Insta-Shield. Very cool. And that's great. I would say that don't feel any pressure to pressure yourself into practicing before you start, but just play. Just play a score run, and make lots of mistakes. Make lots of mistakes with the insta-shield, because every run you do will move you farther along that journey. Hey, how's it going, Polar Wildcat? Look at this colorful crew. Wait, we're all teaming up? Wow, and now Tunnel? Ah, this music. You know, maybe I already saw this cutscene the other day, but it doesn't seem familiar. Whoa, he did the thing. Well, not the thing, but a thing. A chest bump. Hey, Third Bruno's here for real. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so if I hold the button, I charge a shot, but when I let go, I shoot the shot, and it's kind of a double jump. That's super cool. I really like that. Shadow Op says, so Fang the Sniper became allies and not a nemesis to Sonic here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the Sonic Galactic Dark Beginnings prequel animation, but, alright, Vector confirms, Streamer Brain is real. I absolutely saw the same cutscene the other day. I really like the way Fang looks while rolling. Look at that. That's cool. I don't know how to describe it, but it almost makes Fang look like a tire. Like you can see the tire around the ring, and then the chrome in the middle. Good running animation, jeez. Okay, oh, that's cool. Vector points out that the shot refreshes if you hit something, so that's really awesome. It's like you get your, double jump back by popping something. That's cool. Bam-Kazam needs to practice the Sonic and Knuckles portion of Sonic 3. Why? Because the Lava Reef Act 2 boss... No, Act 1. The one with all those devious moving platforms, and you gotta be careful. Make sure you don't jump too far when the platforms finally do stop. It always gets me, man, on the last hit. Well, if something's gonna screw me over in that Lava Reef Act 1 boss... it's gonna be the last platform. The last hit. Wow, JJ says you can play as Fang in Triple Trouble 16 too. And I've probably done that. That's a pretty good jingle. It had the major 7th chord. Polar Wildcat. Oh, because Ebla was wondering when was the last time we had playable Fang. Polar Wildcat says Sonic Superstars. Can you play as Fang in Superstars? And then Bam-Kazam says Fang leans on the tree. Dude, look at these animated flowers right above Fang. Oh, and look at that. That's a better look-up animation than Sonic Mania. There, I said it. 14th Letter is not a fan of the lower part of Marble Garden. Platform good, because if you fall down there, there's no getting back up until your next run. This classic sound effect. I'm seeing rumors that Vector is Japanese. Who knew he identified as a Japanese citizen? Wow, did you see that cool, look at Fang's spin dash? It looks like, very much like Sonic, which is sort of jarring. Look at that. I guess what I would expect to see in a Fang spin dash would be closer to Trip spin dash, especially with this circular kind of Vector the Crocodile. You see that Vector the Crocodile style, like, mid-air spin? So to see him just spin like Sonic but purple, it's hilarious. It's against all of my Sonic intuitions. in a new and exciting way. 14th Letter's got ideas for mechanics where Fang had an ammo meter, and you had to deplete some rings in order... Oh, look at this 3D ring. Oh my god, how intriguing. Now, are these the behind the camera special stage? Yeah. Look at Fang's polygons! This is epic. Gotta get rings. Why aren't there much? Not enough. Is it better to get upstairs? UFOs, guys. Sonic CD, good game. Now, what was that thing I jumped up at? 57 rings. Shoot him. Alright, no double jump in the special stage. How is it? Does it behoove a sniper to get up here? Whoa, underground, like Sonic Underground. Dude, this piano solo is so awesome. So this is kind of like Knuckles Chaotix, where you have laps, maybe? I love this background, too. Very Sonic CD style special stage background. Should I be jumping for the UFOs? So, I don't fully understand how these work. I don't know what that thing is for that I jumped up into, if that's like how you deposit the rings into the bank that you need to fill. Can I break the UFO or not? Oh, guys, speed shoes? It's like Sonic CD? Dude, this is like the upper route. Look at this Mach Speed Afterglow. This is sick. And I'm playing this Bang. He can do this? This music is so good. I love this electric piano voice, but also the solo. Now, was that good or bad? I must have ran out of time. So I don't fully understand what the objective is yet. Okay, JJ had said... cashing in the rings, take the rings to it, so I had to collect the rings and then, like, deposit it in that. Bam Quazam is enjoying Fang's poses. Yeah, I wish the game more clearly communicated how you're supposed to win those. But I'm sure after 5 trial and error attempts, I'll be right at home. Yeah, 14th Letter likens it to the Sonic 2 special stages, man. Look at my speed. This is so graceful, and this game is free. This is pretty badass. Got the launch base homage. Me collecting more rings. Give me the rings, Azuka. Thank you. Oh yeah, you can just roll into it. Just like in the Studiopolis Act 1 bounce. This really is inspired by Studiopolis, I'll say. Look at him continue to roll. I think you can do that in Studiopolis too. You can just keep rolling and let the Christian Whitehead automated camera carry you along. Never forget the vanilla Sonic Mania boss for Stardust Speedway before they changed it. There was a spike wall advancing behind you, but it would actually help you because if you took a hit, it would kind of corral all your rings right into your pocket. You just use the invincibility frames, hug that spike wall. Ah, look at his tail. He fell. What does he trip? Oh, and then the sign laughed. So much love. Project Creation says that's the best pixelated visuals you've ever seen. Sonic Galactic, people, in stores now for $0. Look at these launch base rolling hills. This is amazing. Someone gets something that Lazuka ain't. It was Izuka's idea, question mark, to make Sonic 4 the way it is, but it could have just been this. I mean, look at these backgrounds. This is stunning. Yep, JJ never forgot the Stardust Speedway boss in Mania. Yeah, JJ wishes that we could still play it. I have to wonder if any video game preservation societies have, like, can you get a decomp of Sonic Mania and thus keep an impression of that OG Stardust Speedway boss? And yeah, 14th letter, I was joking about the stores. Yeah, now Polar Wildcat noticed the difference, the similarities to the Sonic Advance boss fights. Yeah, and I know those are kind of hit or miss with people. You ask JJ or me, and we will tell you about all the greatness of those Sonic Advance 2 bosses where you have to keep running. However, not everybody's on board with that. DIMPS studies could be a field of studies all its own, right? Recognizing the value of DIMPS, despite the bad reputation for DIMPS pits. Hey, it's Kyo! Yeah, Kyo says that the archivability of that OG version depends on if it was a plus DLC thing, or was patched to all... I believe it's patched to all games, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that they update... there should... now that I think of it, there should be a Cybershell-style video documenting all the phases of things that were changed in Mania, because I know for a fact that there were significant, noticeable updates that were not, and I repeat, not the result of Plus. Vector says, Dimps got thrown under the bus, and Vector feels ashamed of blaming them so much back in the day. And look, we all grew up watching Cybershell, hearing him say offhandedly, yeah, Sonic Advance 1 is pretty good, but Sonic Advance 2 is kind of worse, and Advance 3 is a lot worse. And then he just moved on. And it's like, Sonic Advance 2 is great, Sonic Advance 1 is solid, and although I personally cannot really connect with 3, objectively, I can look at it and say that it's great for what it does with, the creative opportunities to use the different team moves and the ways that will reinvent levels. If I was a kid riding in the back of a car on vacation and had time to kill, Sonic Advance 3 would be a flippin' treat. But I have more quests to do. And I play Hades, which you can enjoy, in or out of the car. Alright, Vector didn't grow up watching Cybershell, let it be known. And I mean, I'm older than Cybershell. Yeah, I'm older than Cyber by like a couple years. Because when he did his big, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog is turning 30. Imagine what it would be like to turn 30, and he was almost 30. What's it called? Wow, Eblo still has the original unpatched Sonic Mania on Switch? Now, how did you do that? Have you been declining updates on Switch for the past 5-7 years? Kyo disagrees with someone. Yeah, and then the 14th letter saw that, yeah, there was that Angel Island looking island in the back. That was cool. Eblo just never updated Switch Mania. Then you should upload, a treasured, rare exclusive footage of playing the original Stardust Speedway boss in 2025. I love these log flumes, man. Makes me want to go to Disney for free. I never went to Disney. I'm not going to pay to go to Disney. Hey, look who it is in the background. He did his little warm-up. Christian Whitehead would love to do that, but Sonic Galactic did it better. I like to riff on Christian Whitehead at times. Shadow Ops will be back. Yeah, JJ says, Dimps left behind an incredible legacy of their first 6 or 7 Sonic games. 14th Letters imagines a world where there's a Sonic game that didn't flop in the 2010s. Look at this smooth sprite rotation. Now I think I gotta hit the antenna on top. But when am I allowed to, man? Oh, Rystar tidbits fallen. Content creators take note. We got the Rystar bits. Can I get shocked? Is this just nerfed? Oh, I can use those to get up. Oh, I can hit Ivo? This is Ivo, right? Not Gerald? It would be cool if they make a new Sonic game, and at the end, the final chapter of the game, you get the revelation that, actually, this entire game, you weren't actually dealing with Ivo, you were dealing with a Gerald that traveled forward in time, and then you can explain all the motivations of why Gerald wanted to travel forward. Polar Wildcats cites Sonic Mania 2017, Generations 2011, Colors 2010, Sonic 4 2010, underrated John... Oh, look at this homage to, Super Mario, the one that's a play. You play as a play. JJ is scouting out the price of... Whoa, look at this lore-based set piece. King K set piece, I'm sorry. He calls these set pieces. It's not a set piece. A set piece is the big dramatic sequence that Yasuhara designed in Uncharted Drake's Deception, where they're falling out of the helicopter that would one day get reimagined with Mark Wahlberg. Look at Fang. Eblo says that there were more panned Sonic games in the 2000s. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Heroes. 06 had its detractors. Shadow 05 had its detractors. And, of course, Unleashed. Dude, like half the Sonic community didn't like Unleashed. I was too busy with college. It's staggering to imagine that Unleashed came out 2 calendar years after 06. Hats off. Hats off, Fang. EB does point out, though, that Heroes got rated well by the critics. I'm glad to hear that. I expect there to be an archived review at IGN with a solid, let's say, 7.8 for Sonic Heroes. Vector says, even then the error is defined by the depth of the detraction, rather than the quantity of the bad guys. Shadow 06 and Unleashed are the ones that everyone collectively lost their cool over. The Heart of the Cyclone and the Sonic Cycle. And how does Sonic Mania relate to the Sonic Cycle? I don't know, but Sonic Mania is good and always was. And I can say a thing or two about the people who are reassessing it negatively 5 years later, but we won't go there. Those tubes must be inspired by Blue Marine Zone in everyone's favorite 8-bit 3D rendered graphics game, Sonic Blast. This is such a Sonic and the Fallen Star color scheme. Shout out to Zandunia Beach. It's a fan favorite among we SRB2 current raceteers. Vector hopes that we don't return to the Sonic was never good era. I mean, the reason why people thought Sonic was never good is because they never played Sonic 3 or its brethren for points. And so naturally they think it's a superficial, disposable game that gets boring after you hear the boss theme for the first time. If that's what you're there for, it loses its charm. Kyo confirms, we do love ourselves a good Zandunia Beach. That amazing music, man. That's right. Eblo says, Sonic was never good is the quote of people who only played 25% of Sonic 3. That's true. Right. Sonic was never good because they tried to play Sonic CD with the bogus soundtrack, and they're like, oh, well, the game lets you get through without needing to chase down the generators and travel through time and engage with all the mechanics that define the balanced pacing of that game. I'll just run through, and I'll get to the finish line after 45 seconds in each act, and then I'll render what I understand to be an objective verdict about the game's depth, replayability, and rewarding fun factor. Good night, everybody. Check out these Roman columns. We got a T-Lope style solo on deck right now. JJ always read that track as Zendaya Beach. Ugh. Zendaya. The Fremen from Dune the Hedgehog. Not the David Lynch Dune, the newer Dune. The Timothy Chevrolet Dune. Get it right. Eblo is sensing that those columns are a Genesis game reference. Whoa, backwards running, just like in Sonic Mania has some of those, you know, preordained Rube Goldberg sequences. I'm gonna sneeze, man. It's gonna be canonical. Canonical and comical. JJ says, did David Lynch die a couple days ago? Yes, and we were talking about that a little bit at racing this weekend, which you were missed, JJ. Totally fine that you weren't there. I just want you to know that your presence was noticed and missed by the rest of us Zonigans. But yeah, we talked a bit about David Lynch. I tried to work through my David Lynch feelings in real time with Demropes. But you guys have had enough negativity out of me this week, so let's talk about David Lynch next week. I'm just kidding. We can talk about whatever. Vector says if they played it for points, they'd still think it was bad. That's the exact crowd that would think Sonic is bad. Yeah, I guess I can't pretend to diagnose that much about the Sonic was never good scene, but I try not to personify the looming specter of generic online gaming opinions. What's it called? Polar Wildcat is getting Atlantis inspiration vibes from this here zone. 14th Letter likes Sonic CD and its soundtrack. Good. It's a great game. So much good tunes. You get the boss theme. Can I get through this or not? Is this a Knuckles only door? Oh yeah, these 2D parkour mechanics. This is pretty sick. 14th Letter wonders, what is the worst mainline Sonic game? Sonic 4, yeah. We don't call it that in this house. We call it Sonic the Portable. Vector strongly suspects that people overstate how much they hate forces. That's the only other game that would be in... Oh, I have responsibilities. Oh yeah, and this thing... So this is also a really cool kind of bonus stage. So that thing will kind of gravitate toward you, and it will even do a spin dash. What the... See, it does... That sphere itself does a spin dash to come get you. I died. That's such a cool bonus stage. Vector says, unless you count Shadow the Hedgehog 2007. But you might be biased on that? Wait, hold on. You have an exclusive collector's edition of Shadow 07? I'm stuck with Shadow 05, and while I do like it, that's been the holy grail of ROMs that I've never been able to find. Vector has not met anyone but me, one Alex Yard, who legit plays Shadow the Hedgehog more than a single no-missions playthrough and walks away at all happy with their experience. Scary Hockey 695 has entered the chat, just saying. There's a lot of things you can say about that person, but that person sees the value in Knuckles Chaotix, Shadow the Hedgehog 05, and more. Look, I gotta report the facts. If the guy likes Shadow 05, I can't just withhold that info. Despite a bad resume otherwise. 14th letter likes 06. Eblo says Forces feels like a whole lot of nothing. In a way, not that bad. In another way, worse by being memorable. When I first played Forces, I hated it. I was just trudging through it. And then when I played it like 4 years later, I was like, did they patch this? Why does it feel better to control now? It might be all in my head, but it wasn't as bad and badly controlling as I remember. But I just remember that first playthrough of Forces in like 2018 or 19, it was like, I want the character to go there, but he ends up going there. This is bad. Yes, the one thing that sticks out for Eblo about Forces was the classic lore drop that Eggman was torturing Sonic for months, and I would love to see some fan animations depicting that. Not gory, but just, you know, Sonic tied to the wall like in Metal Gear Solid, and Eggman like tickling him, or slowly dropping just water drops onto his eye as torture. The possibilities are endless. Shadow Ops is back, baby. Eblo says tickling him, this is Sonic you're talking about, that might have an effect on the audience. That could have an effect on the audience where they learn to resolve conflict through tickling instead of torture. Dude, gaming with a message. JJ's giving the shout out to Bacarabox and Implant Games, having good videos on Forces. Vector imagined an animation of Eggman torturing Sonic. Yeah, when I was in South Korea, I floated the topic of torture, and one of the students said, but, Mr. Yard, if torture hurts, then why don't they just tickle them instead? Because it's unpleasant, but it won't hurt them. Why were we talking about torture? It was because it was in a story that we were reading in literature class. Wow. JJ says that even seeing me, you know, being into Shadow 05 and enthusiastic about it is not enough to get him on board. But don't you like Heroes, JJ? Heroes, if you like Heroes, Shadow 05 is just Heroes streamlined and perfected. There, I said it. Hero stumbles so that Shadow can soar. I love this music so much. This ought to go in the waiting zone, jeez. I need rings for Fang to get. I'm not having enough rings. Damn, almost. Yay, I got one! Wow, JJ says the story and visuals and overall feel of the game stop you from enjoying it too. I got just the fix. Play it on Dolphin. It looks great. I'm just kidding. Keo found an innocent soul. JJ concedes, not concedes, but acknowledges that I got JJ to see the value in heroes. Shadow is just a game that I could... that would be a desert island game for me. Because there's so many paths, so many missions, so much unique dialogue from your partner character. It's amazing. 14th Letter doesn't like when they made Shadow edgy gun Sonic. And then they did it again in the movie. Vector says Heroes is buggy, but competent. Sounds like someone owns a Phil Spector box. I play it on Dolphin, and it's an absolute delight. Bug-wise, no bugs. I'm gonna die now. Ah, poor Fang. Interesting. JJ is working on a Heroes save file on real hardware. To use, like, yeah, during a competition stream. So that's interesting. I would probably find it difficult to go back to playing Heroes on actual hardware. Like, as much as I love Heroes in Shadow, I honestly think I would not be able to vibe with it at peak vibe if I was playing with those OG graphics. But listen, I will be the first to acknowledge that that means I have less gamer cred than JJ. I wouldn't deny that. Maybe Vector will revisit the game someday. Just know having to play all 4 teams is a chore. Well, it's a chore if you're just trying to get to the end of the level. But if you're going for A ranks, then you become thankful that each team has its own level layouts and arrangements of badniks and items, that it really is new content. It's a totally different level. But you wouldn't know that if you're just trying to go as fast as possible to that big shiny ring at the end of the level. I can come up here? EB says, what's the difference? Between what? The graphics. The graphics are kind of rough. That's totally subjective, but looking at Sonic Heroes or Shadow 05 graphics on an actual GameCube, it's tough for me to go back to that. I love that jingle. Am I out of the water now? Did the music stop because of the Extra Life jingle glitch that's been well known in the Sonic Galactic community? Or is it because whoa, background storytelling? Oh yeah, we saw these scary statues. Yeah, Keo wonders if you can shoot the gun forward. Not to my knowledge. Oh wow, when this thing bangs, it kind of flips Fang up off the ground. Alright, Vector says the music stopped because it stopped. Hey, that's a tautology. It's just that point in the level. Tautology alert. JJ says scalers can make games look better, but honest, 480p and 60 frames is perfectly playable for JJ. In motion, it looks great. Well, I'm jealous of your ability to vibe with it. I wish I had that. Vector doesn't want to engage with the A ranks because having to fight enemies is tedious and ungratifying. Yeah, so if you're only gonna engage with part of the game, then it is a perfectly logical byproduct that you regard playing as a second team as a tedious chore, because you're just pretty much going to be doing all the same things. I beat the boss, baby. I got the wireframe Jewel of Destiny. Sips coffee. Shadow Ops spotted a gem. Polar Wildcat says the crustacean got busty end. Sorry, I couldn't tease that out. Kyo says combat as a roadblock can be tiresome when Heroes starts tossing out the large hammer enemies. Well, there's a puzzle element to that because A, that involves, wisely doling out your Team Blast special to insta-kill them. But also, there's a way to get their helmet off, and people have told me twice, and I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that there's a way to get their helmet off sooner. Oh, it's the nuclear cheetah base. Look at this background, dude. Yeah, EB says, and sorry if I... Yeah, sorry, EB, you asked that before. I kind of forgot to read it. As far as what Dolphin does for... Yeah, when you emulate games, I'm not good at explaining the difference, but it looks way better. It looks incredible to me. And I suppose it's resolution, but I can't pretend to understand the finer points of that. Yeah, 14th Letter has the chronology of Shadow and his friends. But yeah, as far as what Dolphin does better, I would think it also has an effect on frame rate, but I'm not sure. I mean, JJ just said it's 60 frames on a native machine. JJ points out that Alex, me, likes widescreen and 1080p. Yeah, I guess it's... I know some games just straight up have a widescreen hack. I think I actually stretch the screen size when I play Heroes. Gordon Freeman has this